Lagertha, the wolf-shielded queen. In the chill of dawn, when fog rolls thick over Norway's fjords, the name Lagertha still whispers through the mist. Half goddess, half woman, the warrior bride of Ragnar Lothbrok. But who was she, truly? A woman of flesh and blood, or a tale born from poets' imaginations? Our knowledge begins with Saxo Grammaticus, a Danish historian writing 2 centuries after the Viking Age ended. In his Gesta Danorum, he tells of Ragnar leading men against the Swedes. Among the defenders stood women, fierce and resolute, their shields gleaming. And commanding them was Lagertha, a woman with the courage of a man, her heart more valiant than her sex. Ragnar saw her amid battle's chaos and was struck by her ferocity. When he came to woo her, she tested him first, setting a bear and hound to guard her hall. He slew them both and won her hand. They ruled together and had a child. But Ragnar left her for another woman. Years later, when he found himself in peril, Lagertha rode to his aid with her own army, saving him from defeat. And when her second husband turned against her, she slew him with a spear hidden beneath her cloak, and ruled alone. Historians today see something deeper than one woman's tale. They see a symbol of the independence Viking women truly possessed. The Birka warrior grave in Sweden, a richly armed burial once thought male, now proven female by DNA, lends weight to what was dismissed as legend. Perhaps Saxo's tale is not history but echo, the echo of real women who took up arms when their homes were threatened, whose courage so stunned their enemies that only myth could explain it. Lagertha's story is about power, the power of a woman in a world ruled by men. Whether she lived or not, she became the ideal through which all generations would imagine female warriors of the North. In her, history and legend are indistinguishable, and perhaps that is as it should be, because sometimes the truth of a people is not found in what can be proven, but in what they choose never to forget. Freydís Eiríksdóttir, the Fury of Vinland. When the Western Ocean was still untamed and the world's edge shimmered beyond the horizon, there sailed a woman whose courage matched any Saga hero, and whose rage made the New World itself tremble. Her name was Freydís Eiríksdóttir, daughter of Eric the Red, sister to Leif Erikson. Born around the year 1000 into a family of explorers and outlaws, she wanted not just to see Vinland, but to claim it. 2 sagas preserve her name, but they don't tell the same story. In one, Freydís is heroic, bold and defiant. In the other, ruthless, driven by greed and bloodlust. Both reveal the same truth. She was no passive daughter. She was a woman who took what she desired. According to the Saga of the Greenlanders, Freydís joined an expedition to Vinland with her husband. When violence erupted and her companions faltered, she alone stood her ground against native warriors. She took up a fallen man's sword, bared her breast, and struck the blade against her skin, shouting that she feared no one. Her enemies fled into the trees. Whether this moment happened or not, it became one of the most iconic scenes of Viking womanhood, the embodiment of unrelenting defiance. The Norse ruins at Lonsö Meadows confirm Vikings reached North America, but whether Freydís swung that sword remains shadow in the mist. Still, in her fury we glimpse something more than fiction. She represents the will to survive, the instinct that drove the Norse beyond the horizon. Her rage, pride and defiance speak to a truth the sagas understood. The same fire that built the Viking world burned within its women. When we speak of Freydís, we remember the Viking spirit that looked across the sea and saw not fear, but challenge. And for a moment, as wind howled through her ship's rigging, the edge of the world belonged to her. Brynhilda, the Valkyrie of fire and fate. Between gods and men, where destiny is forged by fire, there rides a woman cloaked in flame, Brynhilda, the Valkyrie. Her name echoes not from history but from legend, remembered in the songs of skalds. She is the chooser of the slain, deciding which warriors rise to Valhalla. To speak her name is to speak of fate itself. In the Poetic Edda and Völsunga saga, Brynhilda is a Valkyrie punished by Odin, condemned to sleep upon a mountain surrounded by fire. Only the bravest hero may awaken her, Sigurd the Dragon Slayer. When Sigurd rides through the flames, she opens her eyes. They pledge themselves to one another. Yet through deception and betrayal, Sigurd weds another woman. Brynhilda, consumed by wrath and sorrow, brings ruin upon them all. She chooses death by fire, joining Sigurd in the pyre, her spirit ascending to Valhalla. It's one of Norse mythology's most tragic tales, so powerful it would echo through Wagner's Ring Cycle centuries later. Was Brynhilda real? Hervor, the keeper of the cursed sword. Hervor is born into a cursed bloodline, heirs to the enchanted sword Turfing, forged by dwarves and destined to bring death to all who wield it. When she comes of age, she refuses the quiet life expected of women. She takes her father's armour, his weapons, his name. Disguised as a man, she becomes a warrior, sailing with Vikings and earning respect through strength and steel. But destiny calls her to Samsey Island, where her father lies buried. Under a blackened sky, she walks among the barrows, chanting, "Awake, Angantyr. Hervor calls you, your only daughter. Give me the sword Turfing, though it be cursed." The earth trembles, the barrow opens, glowing with ghostly fire. Her father's voice echoes from darkness, warning her the blade will slay her kin. She reaches into the flame, takes the sword from his skeletal hand, and walks away unscathed. A woman who defied both the living and the dead. Was there truly a Hervor? Perhaps not, but her saga captures what many Viking women actually did. They inherited estates, led warriors, and demanded to be remembered. Sigrun, the Valkyrie of love and death. Sigrun is the sorrow of the dead, the Valkyrie whose love transcended both life and war. Her name means victory rune, and her story, told in the Poetic Edda, is one of the most poignant in Norse myth. Sigrun rides through clouds, choosing the slain from battlefields, but when she meets the hero Helgi Hundingsbane, something changes. For the first time, a Valkyrie's heart yields to a man. They fall in love, though fate already weaves their doom. Helgi kills her betrothed, and in vengeance her family curses them both. Yet Sigrun remains loyal, defying kin and gods alike. Helgi is struck down in battle. In one of the Edda's most haunting passages, Sigrun visits his burial mound, where his spirit rises from the grave. There, amid moonlight and mist, they share one final night, a love beyond death. When dawn breaks, Helgi returns to his tomb, and Sigrun fades into legend, her heart broken, her wings stained with tears. Sigrun is pure myth, a symbol of love, war, and destiny. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more sagas.